So we need to be self-reflective and allow ourselves to see ourselves as God sees us. That's what we need to do. In other words, what I need to do is know what God feels about me and what God sees in me. And a lot of people then assume that God only sees good things in you. If you think that, you obviously think God's pretty dumb, because God sees everything, like not just good things in you. Right? The reality is God sees us exactly as we are, our original self, our injuries, and our facade, everything. Right? And God's laws are all trying to expose to us at every single moment what we are. So you've heard of the law of attraction, yes? And I'm not talking about some new age concept of this law. I'm talking about this law that God created that is actually demonstrating to us at every single moment of our existence. Even when you're asleep, you're in the spirit world having experiences. You're having your sleep state experiences. And even there, this law is still in operation, trying to show you what you are right now. And that what you are is not just your real self, but it's also with your injuries and your facade. And God's law is trying to show you what you are. Then there's another law called the law of cause and effect. And that's trying to show you what you create. Right? It's trying to show you what you create. It's trying to show you the relationship between what you've created and why you created it. Then there's another law called the law of compensation. And that law is giving you pain to show you a feedback system to show you that you've done things that are out of harmony with love. That's what that law's for. So every time you feel any pain at all, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever pain is, the pain is an indication that there is some compensatory thing going on for a previous choice or decision that has been made. And the key for you is to want to know what it is. Right? Now, I could list more laws, and every one of them are laws of love that God has created so that you, personally, without assistance from anyone else, can actually see everything about yourself. And all I'm trying to share with you is how to do that. Does that make sense? So I don't want you to do what I tell you to do. What I want you to do is to know how you can engage this process with God so that you can sort everything out for yourself. In other words, you become what I would call self-responsible individuals. That's what God wants you to become. A complete self-responsible individual. So this is very, very important. So in answer to Lamar's question, basically what I feel needs to occur is rather than asking, and you're allowed to ask anything in these seminars, by the way, including about yourself, but rather than asking questions about what is my single biggest injury, my feeling is, what do you think your single biggest injury is? Number one. Number two, are you doing something about that every single day to fix it? Or are you just putting it on the back burner all the time, putting it aside, not dealing with it? Right? What are you doing? Do you have a will to even address the issue? And if you have no will to address the issue, what are you doing to fix that? Do you see? These are the kinds of questions that I ask myself every single day. And to me, these are the kind of questions that need to be asked by every single person every single day.